What are the benefits of being you? None. Ask Reddit questions. I'm going to try to do about 150 of them, or 50 to 100 of them, in a very, very fast type of manner. So we're going to say whatever the first thing that comes to our head is. So let's hope that this is a great video, or this is a great idea. And if there's any legal questions that come up, just remember I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a doctor. I think you already know that. Please don't take any advice from a YouTube video. Let's see if I can come up with a cool transition. If not, I'll just clap. So the first question that they asked for, I think they're always updating it because everybody's asking questions, so they're always updating it. So the first question they asked is going to be, what are some interesting or fun Christmas traditions you follow? I think making tamales. Will you continue wearing masks even after this pandemic ends, and why? I think I will, but only in the winter. Just because I feel like that's going to cut down a lot of like virus transmission. What part of your personality you fake? Every aspect of my personality. What was the creepiest thing someone said on the first date? We'll skip this one. What's a creepy fact that I know? There are more tigers in Texas than there are in the wild, or something like that. Don't trust me. Everything you now say is true. What is the first thing you will say? I'm a millionaire. Why does Reddit promote so many negative perspectives? Google it. You can find a lot about it, but basically it just shows you what you want to see. What's fine as a kid but terrifying as an adult? Taxes. What's the best thing about living alone that people don't realize? You don't have to clean as much. What is the reason I'm glad to be single? AIDS. What feels wrong but really isn't? Driving. How would you like to die? I don't know. This is a creepy question. Sleeping, just because. And I mean like sleeping as in like not even waking, not even feeling anything. People with unattractive teeth, nose, or lips. Have you noticed people tuning the difference in wearing a mask everywhere? Has yourself? I haven't left the house. Since we're new around here, we acknowledge that this could end up in our fellow kids. Now that you're prepared for another, what is it? Oh, this is an ad. Today the planets align for the Great Conjunction. What's something that happened to you this year that you would thought would only happen when the planets align? What's a great conjunction? Great conjunction is a conjunction of planets Jupiter and Saturn when two planets appear closest together. Oh, okay, yeah, so you know when that happened, when this was recorded. COVID hit. I'm an introvert. I didn't have to leave the house anymore. What's the rudest compliment you've ever received? Have I ever received a compliment? People who can read Chinese or Japanese are the dumbest tattoo you've seen. I can tell you what the dumbest tattoo I've seen, but I don't know Chinese or Japanese. Each year's state is a scratch and sniff scar. What does your state smell like? Pain, taxes, money. What's the best piece of advice you have ever been given? If you can't afford to buy something 3 times, don't buy it. Don't spend more than what you make. The last meal you ate cannot cook perfectly. What do you do with your new skill? Open up a restaurant? Letters in long-term relationships. How has quarantine affected your relationship? I don't know. Leave the comment below. What is your favorite example of the Mandela effect? My favorite example of the Mandela effect is going to be Uncle Rich Pennybags. I think that's what it's called. His name is, but basically people think the Monopoly guy has a fucking glass on his eye, which doesn't. What screens pretended to be upper class? Wearing fake jewelry. What is your favorite thing to come out of this pandemic? Isolation. Your most recent dream that you can remember becomes reality. How's your life now? I have superpowers. What is the scariest situation you have been in? I was in a car crash, and afterwards a lot of people told us like, dude, like if it didn't hit you in the place where it hit you, you would have probably like not make that out alive. What is the best thing about being an adult for you? I don't think I consider myself an adult. How has your taste in music changed over time? It hasn't. Do you plan on getting a COVID vaccine? Why not? Yes, I do, because look it up. It's logical. Get a COVID vaccine. What's something good that happened to you this year? Isolationism. What is a childhood memory such as watching rain fall from the windows like it's a race that is shared with a lot of people and is relatively nice to remember? Eating bread with orange juice. What are some stereotypical things to do? Bad things to do? Watch football with a beer. Where are you not welcome anymore? Your house. Flat earthers of Reddit. What other planets or moons are flat? I think their brains are flat. What would you change in your childhood's upbringing from the way your parents raised you? Nothing. What annoys you about your friend but will never tell them? Their teeth. What is a topic you could talk about forever? Politics. We're never going to talk about politics in this channel or the Twitch channel, which you can look it up right here. And then maybe the animation's finished. I'll give it a quick second. There you go, it's finished. When your cat walks in with that fish up in the newspaper and tells you the shedder's clogged. What are you most concerned about? The shedder being clogged. I think it'd be cool to have a talking pet. What song makes you instantly yell, turn that shit off? Any wannabe rap. The hub was composed only of annoying inconveniences. What would the tortures be? Not having enough toilet paper. Host an elevator. What are some elevator related methods of return to torture? Just keep dropping it. What is Tahiti like? Look it up in Google Maps. What is statistically unlikely but not impossible? Being hit by lightning. What are some lyrics that most others could finish? Sweet Caroline. What is your favorite brand and flavor of ice cream to indulge in? Rifty, Rocky Road. What's something you hate but understand the necessity of? Taxes. What do ghosts, demons do when no one is around them, such as in a haunted mental asylum? They party hard. What backstory completely justifies the antagonist? I think Maleficent. What is the best cold cut meat? What's cold cut meat? Also known as luncheon meats, cooked meats, cold meat, and pre-cooked or cured meats that are sliced and served at a cold hot. They are typically served in roast beef? Question mark. I don't know. Pepperoni. Non-coffee drinkers of Reddit. What's your morning coffee? Water. Which movies do you think will be considered one of the classics in 100 years? Any Star Wars? Well, no. Star Wars Strikes Back, Empire Strikes Back, but that's already considered a classic. You can go with anything Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War. What superpower I crave for? Telekinesis. What are your true feelings about Christmas? What does this question even mean? It's cool, I guess. How would you scare people if you die and become a ghost? I'd pull on their legs when they're sleeping. Have you ever listened to a song that gave you goosebumps? If yes, what was it? Minecraft, I think it's CD13. Butters who eat gingerbread man feet first. What's other sick depravities you're guilty of? I've never had a gingerbread man cookie. How do you start with being happy again after being depressed and having a habitual negative mindset for so long? Alcohol. Put your music playlist in shuffle. What is the first song to play and what is your first opinion on it? No, we're gonna get DMCA'd. I can't do it. The first song that comes up in my playlist, and the playlist that I've been listening to the most, is called Jitters. Put it on shuffle. The first is Sicko Mode by Travis Scott. It's cool. How does it feel to be heartbroken? I don't know. Read about it. Is there a certain song that makes you cry or swell with emotion every time you hear about it or hear it? Why is it? It's to connect to a specific memory. I have no idea. I'm too much of an idiot to realize what this question means, so let's go ahead and skip to the next one. How long do you dunk your Oreos? Where? I don't really like to dunk them in milk. I like to split them up, eat the part in the middle, and then eat everything else. Where do you want to visit once the pandemic is over? New York. That's a better. What the fuck do you want for Christmas? Whoa, that's profanity, sir. That's profanity. What is your opinion on libraries? What does it mean? What opinion do you have? They're good, I guess. People can go ahead and research stuff. What do you mean? Like, if it's some controversial stuff on libraries? People who are from the US, is high school the same in movies? High school is not the same as movies. What underrated TV series would you recommend everyone? Designated Survivor. Don't at me. Gravity is reversed for 1 full minute and then switch back to normal. Where are you while reading this, and would you survive? Would I survive? I mean, probably not, because if everything's gonna turn off, definitely wouldn't survive. I don't think anybody would survive. What is the least toxic online community you're a part of? Twitch. Good Twitch communities. I'm just living at that and that. Atheists of Reddit, are you afraid of death? Why or why not? I'm not an atheist. But you can go ahead and comment down below your answer and I'll reply to it. I'll like it and I'll pin it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Take a gamble. What's something most people have done or tried that you haven't yet? I could say it, but I'm probably gonna get banned, so I'm not gonna say it. What is one of your favorite quotes by a fictional character will immediately let us guess who it is? I'll never turn to the dark side. DMCA. What sort of knowledge do you have when it makes you think, why do I know this? A lot of random facts. How much do you think Jesus would like going to Home Depot? I don't get this. Cause Jesus was a carpenter? I feel like he wouldn't, cause I feel like the people at Home Depot are really, really mean most of the time. And I think Lowe's, sponsor me Lowe's, are just a lot better. What are some things that teenagers do that genuinely annoy the living shit out of you? Yo. What are the benefits of being you? None. What ruined a vacation for you? Water. What is something insignificant that you passionately hate? Not having enough toilet paper. What is your New Year's resolution for 2021? No one's gonna believe them. And no one's gonna accomplish them. What is your opinion on first dates and the guy should always pay for it? What do you think about splitting the bill? I think that's a great idea. What are some easy or not well known ways to save money? If you ever think that you have a bad transaction, go ahead and dial your bank up and just go ahead and give them a piece of your mind. Or if you have with any internet provider and the ISP, go ahead and dial them up. And once you've dialed them up, tell them, hey, I'm thinking about canceling my contract unless I get a better price. Or you can go ahead and just ask for a retention department, and they'll do whatever they can to keep you on. That's why I've always paid $50 instead of going up like every year. Pro tip: what piece of advice did you initially ignore but after a while listen to? What changed your mind? Don't spend more than what you make. What changed my mind? Because I started losing money. What was your favorite Christmas gift you ever received? A clock, a watch. Santa's Claus' reign of terror has gone on far too long. We're trying to take this guy out. What's some incriminating evidence we can use against him? He spies on kids. What's the dumbest thing you have ever spent money on? You know what I spent money on. What is a food with very low calories that's also filling? Cucumbers? I'm not sure. Eating corn the long way? Wait, what? What's something that is way this creepy if you're wearing a certain object / clothes? I would say a knife at Halloween. What mobile games do you play? Also, how much do you spend on them? I don't play mobile games. I'm not a mobile Andy. What do you wish wasn't real or true? My life. It's December 21st. What's your superpower? Nothing. What human food does your pet go nuts for? Every dog is gonna go nuts, and this is not a pun. They're gonna go nuts for peanut butter. People who have complex fictional story in their head. What's the story about? I don't. And that's 100 questions, or about 95 in total. Hopefully we did that in less than whatever the title says. If not, I'll still put it in the title and go ahead and clickbait you guys. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, please go ahead and consider giving a like. Don't even consider commenting or subscribing if you didn't like the video. Honestly, if you didn't like the video, you're probably not even here at this point. But go ahead and check us out on Twitch. I'll put the Discord below. Is there anything else I need to get out? No. Later, guys. Bye.